Alright guys, here is Stanley Parable. It's quick if you do one ending, but multiple runs can take a long time. We'll see how it goes. Have you played before? No. Please adjust the slider until the computer is barely visible. I love that. Please enter the current time. Accessibility settings can be assessed from the main menu. Okay. Yeah, back when I was trying to get some new stuff for a stream, and I saw that umbrella randomly on like just searching the internet, and I was like, oh,
this
so
is the
pretty.
Story of a man named Stanley. Stanley worked for a company in a big building where he was employee number 427. Employee number 427's job was simple. He sat at his desk in room 427 and he pushed buttons on a keyboard. Orders came to him through a monitor on his desk, telling him what buttons to push, how long to push them, and in what order. This is what employee 427 did every day of every month of every year. And although others might have considered it soul-rending, Stanley relished every moment that the orders came in, as though he had been made exactly for this job. Stanley was happy.
Aw, well, as long as Stanley was happy.
And then one day, something very peculiar happened. Something that would forever change Stanley. Something he would never quite forget. He had been at his desk for nearly an hour when he realized that not one single order had arrived on the monitor for him to follow. No one had showed up to give him instructions, call a meeting, or even say
The
hi.
business went out of business.
Never in all his years at the company had this happened. This complete isolation. Something was very clearly wrong. Shocked, frozen solid, Stanley found himself unable to move for the longest time. But as he came to his wits and regained his senses, he got up from his desk and stepped out of his office.
But maybe I want to stay here. Maybe the narrator doesn't get to tell me what to do. What happens if I don't do anything? What happens if I just sit here? I will sit here. Until I get bored and decide to move, because I don't have patience unless there's an achievement waiting for me to sit things. Like, there was one achievement I just had to get for September 7th, and it was sit at the menu for 10 minutes. And I literally just pulled up the game, sat at the menu, and walked away. So who's the narrator? Oh, am I gonna have fights with the narrator? I don't know. We'll find out. By the way, because I nodded off, how many games have we finished? Finished is a strong word, Luxury. I think so. Alright, we're moving. Oh, I can click the buttons on the keyboard? Oh.
But Stanley simply couldn't handle the pressure. What if he had to make a decision? What if a crucial outcome fell under his responsibility? He had never been trained for that. No. This
I love the
couldn't
way
go
we
anywhere
glide
except
across
badly.
the floor.
The thing to do now, Stanley thought to himself, is to wait. Nothing will hurt me. Nothing will break me. In here I can be happy forever. I will be happy. Stanley waited. Hours passed, then days. Had years gone by? He no longer had the ability to tell. But the one thing he knew for sure, beyond any doubt, was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually, someday, they would arrive. Soon, very soon now, this will end. He will be spoken to. He will be told what to do. Now it's just a little bit closer. Now it's even closer. Here it comes.
What?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his co-workers. Stanley went around touching every little thing in the office, but it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Shut up, narrator. I do what I want.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
No.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I'm gonna touch everything.
Yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate... But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
What happens if I jump off this?
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful. All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I suppose I will go.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
I did. Are you happy now, narrator?
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
How to solve a dispute with a coworker. Let it ball up inside you. Take it out passive-aggressively on other coworkers. Resent coworkers. Using slides to assure employees that everything is okay. Make sure the slide has a stick blue graph at the header and throw some bevels. Everyone is unique. You most of all. To do, synergize core value, shift global market, monetize free to play. Target demographic teenagers, stripes, colored in segment. What do people want? Things. Money, more money, things, but with money to buy more things. Graphs about things and money. I mean, it's not wrong. But so...
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during work hours. He might be fired for that. And in such a competitive economy, why had he taken that risk? All because he believed everyone had vanished? His boss would think he was crazy.
How do you park your car here?
And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe I am crazy. All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all? None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this, he began to make other strange observations. For example, why couldn't he see his feet when he looked down? Why did doors close automatically behind him wherever he went? And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself, this is all too strange. This can't be real. And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. I'm dreaming, he yelled. This is all a dream. Oh, what a relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation.
I know, right? No toes.
His co-workers weren't actually gone. He wasn't going to lose his job. He wasn't crazy after all. And he thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up soon. I'll have to go back to my boring real-life job pushing buttons.
1-2-B4.
I may as well enjoy this while I'm still lucid. So, he imagined himself flying and began to gently float above the ground. Then he imagined himself soaring through space on a magical starfield, and it too appeared. It was so much fun, and Stanley marveled that he had still not woken up. How was he remaining so lucid? And then perhaps the strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head.
That's why we're gliding.
One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice in my head dictating everything that I'm doing and thinking? Now the voice was describing itself being considered by Stanley, who found it particularly strange. I'm dreaming about a voice describing me, thinking about how it's describing my thoughts, he thought. And while he thought it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people in their dreams, the truth was that, of course,
this is just your normal inner monologue, isn't it?
How could it be?
Y'all don't have a voice like this?
Was Stanley simply deceiving himself, believing that if he's asleep, he doesn't have to take responsibility for himself? Stanley is as awake right now as he's ever been in his life. Now, hearing the voice speak these words was quite a shock to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain, beyond a doubt, that this was in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely, if he could just... He would prove it. He would prove that he was in control, that this was a dream. So he closed his eyes gently, and he invited himself to wake up. He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin.
Every day mine has no filter.
On his back.
The inner voice is the one that you have that doesn't have the filter.
Let me wake up, he thought to himself. I'm through with this dream. I wish it to be over. Let me go back to my job. Let me continue pushing the buttons. Please, it's all I want. I want my apartment, and my wife, and my job. All I want is my life exactly the way it's always been. My life is normal.
I am normal. Everything is fine.
I am okay.
I'm not okay. I'm not okay. Now MCR is stuck in my head.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real. Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice? Who am I? Who am I? And everything went black.
You're welcome.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella.
What happened to Stanley?
Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming to himself, and then collapsed dead on the sidewalk. And although she would soon turn to go call for an ambulance, for just a few brief moments she considered the strange man. He was obviously crazy, this much she knew. Everyone knows what crazy people look like. And in that moment, she thought to herself how lucky she was to be normal. I am sane. I am in control of my mind. I know what is real and what isn't. It was comforting to think this, and in a certain way, seeing this man made her feel better. But then she remembered the meeting she had scheduled for that day, the very important people whose impressions of her would affect her career, and by extension, the rest of her life. She had no time for this, so it was only a moment that she stood there, staring down at the body. And then she turned and ran.
Wow, she left a man on the sidewalk? That's rude. Oh, look, we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Luxury. We're back and then we're down the rock with a new bound back SREE. That spells free. Creditreport.com, baby. It's all my stats on my TV. Now to the fire phone fat. FREE, that spells free. Creditreport.com, baby. I miss that ad. So do I, Vasil. That's why it's in there. Luxury, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs to the community. To Haxer Gaming, to Napster, to Amber the Rambler, to Hawoops, and to Teacher Gamer 20. Thank you, thank you. This ad, how long has it been? Don't worry, somewhere in the mass gifting there is also the I have a structured settlement and I need cash now called JG Wentworth. And good morning, Haxer.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Anyways, time to wind down.
Yet there
Absolutely,
was not a single
Sarugi.
person
Have
here
a good night.
either.
Thank you for being here. Thank you for the
Feeling a wave of
sub.
disbelief,
877
Stanley
cash
decided to go
out.
up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
Let's do some talks in chat for Sarugi, guys. Exclamation point chat. Lying down the street.
Coming to a
Nikki.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Nikki, thank you so much for the T3 resubby sub. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. How you doing, Nikki? Oh, this is a very nice office. 11 months, almost a year. Oh, money in the morning, money in the evening, money for breakfast, money crisp. I can't flush the toilet. I am now depressed. I am doing pretty good. Having fun playing an interesting game. What's this? I pushed a button. Bloop. This is a very
Stepping into
nice
his manager's
office.
office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly, yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad, Stanley happened to input the correct code by sheer luck.
Good night, Cody.
Amazing.
Thank you so much for being
He
here.
stepped into the
Exclamation
newly
point chat
opened
for-
passageway.
Exclamation point tuck for Cody, please. We're one step closer to the pickle, guys. One step closer. I feel like that's a drop of death, and we're not gonna do that. Apparently we are.
Descending deeper into the building, Stanley realized he felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long.
Aliens?
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
But this one says escape.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
Well...
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track.
Absolutely.
At this point, Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
Shut up, narrator. This looks fun. Whee!
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, he reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man. And so he resigned and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life. Farewell, Stanley.
Goodbye, narrator. Goodbye.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal jaws. In a single
Why did you
visceral
turn
instant,
female?
Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
What? Rude.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game, back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish? When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Hey, that one's playing solitaire. I don't quite understand. Warzone. What I managed to do, but I managed to do something. This is interesting. I don't know what I did. Tacos feels.
Bad game design. Then he pushed, of course, you being you, you'll probably spend the next hour trying to solve it. Here, I'm just going to make this easy on you. Let's see. Stanley walked through the green door. Nothing there.
Why did I end up here then? All of its flowcharts. It does have a lot of flowcharts. Well, we didn't end it. I know that much.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save these two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you
almost
move
had me
forward,
there.
you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let...
Squish.
Someone was following Stanley. He was sure of it. If he checked over his shoulder now, he would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
I don't think anyone's following me.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there
I
was
did
not
go
a
right. It
single
leads to
person
death,
here either.
Taco.
Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office.
And I went
Coming to a
down.
staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. What could it mean? Stanley wondered aloud to nobody. He began wildly tearing through papers on the boss's desk, pulling books off the shelf, looking behind paintings, desperate for clues to his situation. But his attention was caught by a keypad behind the boss's desk. What could its purpose be? In fact, this keypad guarded the terrible secret that lay buried below his feet. And so the boss had assigned it an extra secret PIN number, 2845. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
You're right, I don't know this. So can I leave?
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845. Yet incredibly, by simply pushing random buttons on the keypad,
There, are you
Stanley
happy,
happened to
narrator?
input the correct code by sheer luck. Amazing. He stepped into the newly opened passageway.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I had to go in there first.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility. The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Ooh.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing.
I'm 476. I'm right there.
This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No, he refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control? Never! It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy, or sad, or content. Walking, eating, working.
Button.
All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life. For he would dismantle the controls once and for all. Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you?
I
After they
be
kept you
happy.
enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control? Oh, Stanley.
Yay!
I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If
But
you
I
want to
wanna
throw
be
my
happy.
story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For
Thank you for the
example,
head
and I
pats.
believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system. In the event that this machine is activated without proper DNA identification, nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
I mean,
How
it's
long until
another
detonation
form
then?
of freedom.
Let's say, 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to
Hiya.
enjoy it. Mere moments until
Welcome
the bomb
in.
goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are? A moment of solace before you're obliterated? All right, I'm in a good mood. You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the
erased
machine. I set you
them.
free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other
need
times,
one.
I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
The sky
or I
is
let
blue.
it burn
Yes,
to a
yes, it
crisp.
is.
I have to say this, though.
4.
This version of events has been rather amusing. Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These
Yay!
are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything,
I am
anything,
doing good,
something
Yak.
here
How
will
are
save
you?
me. Why would you think that, Stanley? that this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless, to see you made humble. This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy.
You're alright? Well, I'm glad you're alright,
You wanted to control
yeah.
this world, that's fine.
We found
But
a
I'm
weird
going to
game.
destroy it first, so you can't. Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30
Maybe I
seconds
don't wanna
until a big
struggle.
boom and then nothing. No ending here. Just you being blown.
Maybe I just want to party.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice.
Nope.
Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the
10,
joke.
9,
And believe me,
8.
I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in
Yay.
until the moment I say happily ever
Release.
after.
Such a long time, Yak.
A soft wind blew outside and perhaps rain started, and if it did, it stopped shortly after. Stanley hoped that he would one day see weather. When
Almost.
Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Wow, I didn't know it actually told you that. It could have been a Twitch thing, Mr. Monkey. I know Twitch does that sometimes
This was
where,
not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge
I just
first,
had that with
just
one
to
of my
admire
friends
it.
who had unfollowed me from them without me even wanting it to.
Wow. Yes. This room.
Have you heard of this
But
game, Mr.
eager
Monkey,
to get
by the
back to
way?
business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Hoping he might come into
Okay,
a staircase,
so-
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
And you guys said go through the elevator first. Ding dong. Rest in peace, Siren. Your sacrifice for the business. I am the sheep. Thank you for the party. Panda party! Maybe I don't want to go this way anymore. Maybe I want to go... Apparently I have to go that way.
The moment he entered his manager's office, Stanley froze in his tracks. Not a living soul. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute
Teacher
to just
gamer.
let the narrator...
Welcome, Narrators. How you doing, teacher gamer? Hi, Shadow's Blight. Hi, Jade. I'm gonna click this button because I think that's... Okay. Thank you so much for the raid, teacher gamer. How was your stream? What were you playing? Thank you for trusting your community with me. There's a Shadow's Blight we know and a Jade we know. Hi, hi. And welcome on Narrators. In case you don't know me, my name is Kitsu. I'm a horror variety streamer. We are currently playing Stanley Parable. I am just... You just don't question what I'm doing at this point. Just... We've lost our marbles. We've been live for almost 7 hours. And, celebrating 3 years. There we go. Brain just... Playing with ghosties. Oh, Faz. Well, I hope Faz was good, and I hope the ghosts were treating you good.
To talk.
And if anyone needs to read and run, read and fade, please.
Healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
I don't want to calm down, narrator.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
Aw, teacher gamer, thank you so much for the follow. And guys, make sure you do drop a follow. I think I said it, but I'm not 100% sure. To teacher gamer. Teach needs to calm her heart down. Her dad gave her a heart. Aww. I haven't played Faz in a hot minute because I uninstalled it. But we were playing the other side earlier, Shadows.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
What direction do I need to go? I don't... What do I do? Have you played this game, teacher? Yep, we played. So we start out with just chatting, looking back at clips from... Okay. Clips from the past 3 years of content. Talking
The lights
about
rose on an enormous room
everything
packed
that's
with
happened over the
screens.
3
What
years
horrible
and just
secret
hanging
did this
out.
place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find
Then we
out?
played the other side. Then we played the 10 Bells. Then we played Narcosis. Then we played...
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the
Lost
building,
Child.
Stanley's co-workers.
I
The
know,
lives of
we've
so
been doing
many
a lot.
individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place.
And teacher, if you
where
like
freedom
Faz, you
meant
should check out the
nothing.
other side. It's the ghost game that I've been playing a lot lately. Absolutely,
This
teacher.
mind
Thank you so
control
much for the
facility,
grade
it was
and the
too
follow.
horrible to believe. It couldn't be true.
Don't worry, I
Had
trust they'll
Stanley really been under
behave.
someone's control
I
all
have
this
not, I don't
time?
own it.
Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He
Oh,
refused
Shadows,
to believe it.
thanks
He
to
couldn't
Siren, I own
accept it.
Timberborn.
His own life in someone
your
else's
favorite thing?
control? Never. It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it
Heard
even
a baby in
possible?
yellow? Isn't that the one
Had
where
he
you could throw the
truly
baby in
spent
yellow
his
into the
entire
jumper?
life utterly blind to the world? But here was
Also,
the
guys,
proof.
if anyone
The
would like to
heart of the
type
operation.
and look at my
Controls
advanced stuff, you
labeled
can
with
use
emotions,
check
happy
it out with that
or
link.
sad or content,
And use the code KITSU for
walking,
10%
eating,
off
working,
for
all of
tumblers
it
and
monitored and
YT
commanded from
and
this very
acrylic
place.
posters.
And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never again exert its terrible power over another human life.
Okay, we turned it off now. Maybe I wanted it on, though.
Blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes.
Stanley
He had
Parable
won.
Deluxe.
He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And
Or,
yet,
their
even
game.
as the
Thank you
immense
for the
door
alert,
slowly
teacher.
opened, Stanley reflected
I'll
on
take
how
care,
many
good care of
puzzles
your
still lay
community.
unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him, for it was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was
What?
perhaps the only thing worth knowing.
Absolutely, Hacker.
Stanley stepped
Thanks for
through
being
the
here.
open door.
I know, it's been a
Stanley
long
felt
time,
the cool
Yak.
breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley was happy.
Hey, look, it's Stream Elements. I haven't seen them in a while. Hey, look, I got an achievement. Hold on, we have to go pop open the achievements. There's an achievement. You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. Well, I'll be back in a bit. Absolutely, Yak. We'll be here. It's 12. 2 more hours. I want the achievement for quit the game and start again.
This is the story.
You have to fully exit? Okay. I'm gonna grab my water real quick. Give me a second. Yes, you are. I went through and cleaned up some of my founder badges. Hmm. Okay.
This is the story of a man named Stanley.
Shush. Okay. We got welcome back.
All of his co-workers... Oh, please. Are you really just doing this for the achievement? Click a door 5 times. Is that all that you think an achievement is worth? No,
Yes.
no. I can't just give these merits away for such little effort. A measly 5 clicks. Now, suppose you were to click the door 20 times. I would say that's the kind of effort that warrants recognition. I have to say, I'm still not feeling the satisfaction of witnessing true effort for a noble cause.
Let me
Perhaps
in.
50 clicks will do it. Yes, almost certainly 50 clicks. No, I'm still not feeling it. I want this achievement to have meant something. It has to be a true reward for valiant effort.
right.
I want to see some hustle, Stanley. I want
You
to see
wanna see
commitment,
hustle.
a willingness to go all the way, no matter what the cost. Why don't you go put 20 clicks into door number 417?
417? Listen here, doors. Listen here, narrator. 417, 417. Where's 417?
Oh, great. Now, go click a few times on door 437.
Where's 437? This guy's making me mad. Give me my achievement. Four three seven, 437, 437.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps
I
he
took
wanted
the
to
wrong
stop
way.
by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here.
I do
I'm
what I
not
want,
your enemy,
narrator.
Really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please.
Also, guys, we are
stop
not
trying
subbed.
to
Do
make
not
every
Twitch Turbo.
decision
You are
by
about to
yourself.
experience an ad
I'm
here in a
not
couple
asking for me.
seconds.
I'm asking, this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
I did something. I don't know what I did.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just pulling the bread out of the oven.
Oh.
All right. Okay, there we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Ew.
Gotcha. Oh, come on. Did you actually think you had a loving wife who'd want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something. Come inside. Let me show you what's really going on here. This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley.
I know, right? This narrator is mean.
Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a reminder of the inconsequential nature of his existence. Look at him there, pushing buttons, doing exactly what he's told to do.
Hey, now.
Now he's pushing a button. Now he's eating lunch. Now he's going home. Now he's coming back to work. One might even feel sorry for him, except that he's chosen this life.
No, I'm not pushing the button. Narrator's mean, Finn. Just, I'm not pushing. Hi, Desi. Welcome in, Raiders. Hello, hello. Happy time zones. How's everyone doing? My little soda pop. He is picking on me. Hi, Exhausted. Hi, Desi. Guys, if you don't know Desi, make sure you go show some love and support. Desi is an awesome, amazing content creator. A member of my stream team, Haunted Inc. I know. Ads just started too. Exhausted. I'll wait. Because I'm currently boycotting the narrator anyways, so... Hold on. Emerus! Thank you! I need you, and I miss you, and now I wonder if I could fall into the sky. You think time would pass us by? Emerus, thank you so much for the 5 gifted subs to the Uber 85 Mafia Boss Donut, Stormy Chaos, the Real Yak Tamer, and that Kimmy Girl. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's greatly appreciated. Make sure that is keeping up with the Joneses. Yes. Hey, Desi, I am great. How are you doing? Welcome in, everyone. I'm boycotting the narrator in this game. We're playing the Stanley Parable game. And welcome in, raiders. Thank you all for waiting through that ad. I deeply apologize for waiting for it. Harmonator, welcome on in. And welcome in, raiders. How's everyone doing? Desi, how was your stream? Guys, if you don't know Desi, please go show Desi some love and support. An amazing guy, an amazing friend, and a member of my team, Haunted Inc. Ooh, were you working on your game, Desi? And welcome in, raiders. If y'all don't know me, my name is Kitsu. I'm a horror variety streamer that plays... I'm sorry, who's your daddy? All kinds of different horror games and all kinds of different variety games. We are currently celebrating 3 years since I hit go live. But still, and I need you. And I miss you. Automate my tech. Welcome in. Thanks for coming with the raid. He tried to. Understandable, honestly. But still, thank you so much for gifting 5 subs. Congrats on 3 years. Thank you, Exhausted. Thank you for the emotional damage, Harmonator. And for the blurb. Congrats on the years. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I can't believe it's been 3 years, honestly. Doesn't feel like it's been that long. They're also... what they're trying as I got a toxic waste giant pickle that I told everyone that I would eat if we hit the 300 sub goal today. And I got a spicy pickle for my dono goal. I like pickles, but I don't know if I like them that much, so we're gonna find out if it's hit. But welcome in. If anyone needs to raid and run, raid and fade. Thank you for the blurb. And the follow. Thank you, Harmonator. Yes, I am the founder of Haunted Inc. I'm a comfy, cozy...
이게...
Automate my tech. Thank you for the follow.
yeah.
We're here tonight to tell the truth. I'm terrified. There's nowhere left to hide. All the sounds.
yeah.
Thank you so much, Luxury, for the 5 gifted subs. 2. Absurd Sage, Toxic Tiger, Mr. Monkey, and Automate My Tech. Hey! Holy mother of sounds. I know, right? A diamond only half a man. She's coming over here tonight. Why are we doubling the sounds? Cat, thank you for the 1,000 biddies, but still, thank you for the 500. Siren, thank you for the 500. Matt, thank you for gifting a sub to Who's Your Daddy. Gosh, guys. Hi, Sky Star Firelight. I am doing good. How are you? Holy macaroni and cheese, Batman. VW, thank you for the 100 biddies. Thank you, thank you. Hey, we are only 52 away from that pickle. This song is such a banger. It really is. And now we riot. Yes, we do have a riot command. We have a salt command. We have a hug command. We have a boop command. Not, yeah, okay, said it right. But yes, welcome in, everyone. We are currently playing Stanley Parable, which is just kind of
But in his
fighting.
mind, in his
Okay.
mind, he can go on
Tired
fantastic
and weak from being sick.
adventures.
Aw,
From
why hope
behind
you
his
start to feel
desk,
better.
Stanley
Everest,
dreamed
thank
of
you for the
wild
100
expeditions
biddies.
into the unknown, fantastic discoveries of new lands. It
Salty.
was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him.
Hey, we are officially only 600 away from hitting the funny follow number of 6969.
Oh, party, party, yeah.
Thank you for the 100 biddies, BW. And advancing the hype train to a level 6. What are you guys doing?
And so he began to fantasize about his own job.
What
First,
are
he
y'all
imagined
doing?
that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to
Thank you
realize
guys
that
for
all
the
of his
party and the
co-workers, his
bitties
boss,
and the suppies
everyone in the
and
building
the love
had suddenly
and the 3
vanished
years of
off
love.
the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to two
Legible
open
Ginger,
doors
thank you
and
for the
that he
100
could go
biddies.
through
Welcome
either.
in.
At last, choice.
I feel that.
It barely
Thank you for the
even
mustache,
mattered what lay
Harmonator.
behind each door. The mere thought that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold.
Apparently that sound did not play. Siren, thank you for the 700s and the truck-coon. What are you doing? With the mustache. What? Thank you, Siren. There's supposed to be a song that plays there. Thank you.
As he wandered through
Thank you
this
for the bunk
fantasy
soon
world,
today.
he began to fill it with many
Y'all.
possible paths and destinies.
Oh, Saknika, welcome in, Raiders. My little soda pop. Hi, Saknika, welcome in. Welcome in, Raiders. How's everyone doing? Thank you for the 3 years and the happy biddies. Yes, thank you for the happy biddies. Thank you for the 100 biddies, Saknika. How are you doing, guys? If you don't know Saknika, please go drop a follow. Show some love and support. An amazing friendo to the community. I know it is. Honestly, here, I took this off, but I'll put it back on. So you guys can see, I actually got art made. What game were you playing, Saknika? I'm sorry, it didn't register in my brain, and I deeply apologize. Do you want me to bring out Derpy? Hold on, guys. I have to bring out Derpy. Thank you so much for the 100 biddies and the follow, Nominal New Knight. How are you doing? Welcome on in. Hold on, where is he? There. Are you happy now? We brought the derpy tiger out. Why are you like shaking so weird, derpy tiger? Desires. But welcome in, Raiders. For anyone who doesn't know me, my name is Kitsu. I'm a horror variety streamer. I like to play all kinds of different games and just kind of hang out and have a good time. So welcome on in. And Nominal, thank you for the follow and the 100 biddies. I hope you are doing well.
Nations. Down one path.
We were playing the Stanley Parable game. I don't know much about it. We're going to turn the audio down just a little bit.
With monitors and mind controls. And down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions. And
Ouch.
down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the Stanley Parable. It was such a wonderful fantasy.
What?
And so in
I'm
his
like
head,
stuck
he
in this room
relived
and
it
it's driving me
again,
insane.
And then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's
Thank
an
you guys
answer
so
down
much
some
for the
new
hype
path,
train.
mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time.
Oh, that's a cool little emote. For anyone who got a new emote, make sure you share it in chat. Thank you so much for the support, guys, and the train. I'm gonna have to fix that train. Thank you, and we are getting close to the pickle. I'm
But there
nervous
is no
about it.
answer. How could there possibly be? In reality, all he's doing is pushing the same buttons he always has.
Oh, those are
Nothing
cute
has
ones that you
changed.
guys
The
got.
longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it.
Shush. I do what the screen tells me to do.
Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains
But how is
here,
everyone
he's
doing? How's
electing to
everyone's
kill
Tuesday?
himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't. Not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the
Wait,
rules.
4 of us
I
got the
simply play
same
to my
one? I know, I
intended
saw a lot of you
purpose,
guys got the
as
same
Stanley.
one. That's
We're not so
awesome.
different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must.
I
Perhaps-
must.
Maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried again, and Stanley pushed a button. And I tried.
Yay! Loading.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
What other
Stanley
directions
decided
am I
to go to the
missing,
meeting
Matt?
room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
New content. Ooh.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I don't know, but I took it. Why? What happens if I take the new content?
Hello, and thank you for playing the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. As you may know, the Stanley Parable was a video game released in 2013 on home computers. After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Ooh.
The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe features exciting new content that broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
Thank you for the blanket, Mr. Monkey.
Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator. Nothing special
Thank you
yet,
for the
but
glasses,
I'm sure
Ruben.
it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
I'm sure it is.
Is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere or... Oh, there we go.
There it goes.
All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready. Let's do it.
Still need to fix this blanket. I totally forgot about it. Ow, Basil!
I have to say, initial impressions of Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, mostly tedious. It's as if Oh, okay. Let's see the content. Give me the content, Stanley. All right, let's see. It's the jump circle.
Look, guys, we can jump. Jumper, 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 jumper. Yay! Well, that was boring.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new
Ow.
content. There has to be something else, right? Goodness. Another elevator. Stanley,
Thank you for the
I
clip,
have to
Matt.
say, initial impressions of this game are not positive. It's just elevators
Hush,
and
narrator.
jumping. Is this what passes for exciting new content? If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there. Hell, I could counter 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over
my
1,000
knuckles.
hours of new content. And oh, wait, there's more.
Very good.
Yes, I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
More office?
That's it? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an easy dollar. And don't get me started on the level of craftsmanship that's gone into it. In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's achievements, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test achievement, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley. I built up too much anticipation around the new content, I'm afraid. It could
The
never have
professional
lived up to such
goofball. Welcome on in. Thank you for the
If you're still
follow.
with
How are
me,
you doing
why don't
today?
we just reset the game, and we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say,
Yeah, it's
friend?
called X now. Thank you, Harmonator.
Stanley, come over here. In the vent. I want to show you something.
Sleepy though. Aw. Well, make sure you get some good sleep. I appreciate the follow, professional goofball. And it's a pleasure to meet you. My name is
you remember
Kitsu.
how
I
cheap
am
and
a horror
unsatisfying
variety
the new
streamer that
Ultra
likes to keep
Deluxe
things comfy and
content turned out to
cozy.
be? Well, it got me thinking about the
Yeah,
past
we don't call
and
it
how
X.
much better
I
the
still say
Stanley
Twitter.
Parable used to be. So I made something special and tucked it away here where the game's developers won't find it. Just our little secret.
Why do I feel like we're
Take a
about to like
look.
Elden Ring this?
I
Or
call
Skyrim?
it the Memory Zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Full stream.
Experiences
Saknika.
like the launch of the Stanley Parable
It told me on the
PC.
thing,
You
not
see,
that I knew
Stanley,
her
Doesn't the memory zone
as
remind
that.
you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap re-release? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video
Yes,
games had
Saknika is a
integrity.
great friend. I
Back then,
absolutely
it all
adore
meant
them.
something. Oh, the waste. And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism. 10 out
know
of
what
10
I made
from
for sale?
Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote, "Where so many games that aspire to be more than games end up less than any form of art. Stanley Parable
I
strives
took
and then
raspberry
succeeds to be every
lemonade
game ever created."
energy,
Did you hear that, Stanley? Every
2
game
scoops,
ever
and then I did
created.
half a
That's
scoop
how
of lemonade
grand and
hydration.
all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable
So good.
was. It
So,
was
so,
literally
so good.
every game ever created. It was Skyrim. It was Persona 3. It was all of them. And now
I played Persona.
it's nothing.
I think I played
It's no games
Persona
at all.
3.
It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk.
I told you guys over
with
in the
an hour
Discord,
of
that
new
lemonade
elevator
hydration,
content.
it tastes just like a freshly squeezed lemonade on a hot summer's day. Like, it is so good. Ooh. Aw, have fun at your meeting, Matt. We'll miss you.
Here's another moving passage, this time from GameSpot.com. The Stanley Parable is
Oh,
both a
I
richly
didn't even order
stimulating
lemonade.
commentary on the
Alex just
nature of
kinda
choice
sent it
in
to me.
games, and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. It just needed to be left alone, to spend the rest of time collecting dust in the hallowed hall of beloved video game memories.
And for anyone who doesn't know what they're talking about, I am partnered with Advance. If you use the code KITSU, you get 10% off, and they have hydrations and... Why would you open a door that I can't get to?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh, no.
I don't know.
Oh, God, no. Stanley, it's a collection of reviews from Steam, the online video game distributor. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they? Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them. Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley? I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if
A
I'm
little
preachy.
bit.
Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with.
I know, right?
You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it...
I wonder what these people think of their actual reviews
Maybe it
being...
wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down. Perhaps the Stanley Parable isn't quite as... What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If
A
I'm truly
skip
too
button?
preachy, then then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt.
Let
Not if it means
me
we can
push it.
strike these negative
Where's
reviews
my
from the
button?
record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Give me the skip button. Hi,
And
Boop,
here
my
it is.
sugar.
Go ahead
Welcome
and give
on
it a
in.
shot.
Thank you for coming in with Desi's raid. How are you doing?
Oh, you're back, you see. You were only frozen in time for a few minutes, but it was plenty of time for me to deliver a long, rambling monologue full of
Shut up.
Well, there, sport. You really did catch me rambling on a bit, didn't you? But that's the power of the button. The minute I start to go off on a thoughtless display of self-absorption... Okay, welcome back, Stanley. Now, I should say that the
yeah, I
amount
never
of time
turned
the
that off on
button
my
has been
YouTube
skipping through
stream.
is becoming longer and longer. That last one was, well, I want to say maybe 30, 45... Stanley! Stanley, please don't push the button again. It's been 12 hours. You've just been
Push
frozen
the
there. I don't know why
button.
the skips are getting longer, but they're... Oh, Stanley, you're back. You're back. Oh, my goodness. I have someone to talk to again. Stanley, I think it's been a week.
Button.
Or 2 weeks. Oh, hello. It's you. You're here again. Welcome. I have had time to think about you and about us and about it.
Fish. Did he die? Hello? Well, that's an annoying beep.
But they didn't understand the game was never meant to be funny. It was meant to have a point. It was meant to speak to the human condition. But where are the jokes? Where are the jokes? They bemoaned, they screamed, they gnashed.
Oh, look, we got him to be quiet. I was curious if there was anything behind there.
The end is never the end.
The end is near, narrator. Your doom is upon us. I shall end you.
The end is never the end, is never the end, is never the end, is never the...
I just realized there's no door to this place anymore. And the place is slowly dilapidating. Look, it's the sun. Too bad we got a button to push. Can I eat the berries? No. This game is something else. Oh, everything died. Why did you go and kill everything? Hey! Where'd my ocean go? Shun! Shun! Wait, we could push the button more? I was just running into the desert. Oh, look, we're back.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I know Matt said that there was a door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Do it again? What do you mean? Right.
This was not the correct
thought
way
Matt
to the
had a
meeting room,
meeting.
and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Jump off the platform?
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago.
Okay, onto that
Look,
ledge.
Stanley,
Got
I
it.
think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance.
No.
Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door.
Maybe I don't want to walk through the red door. What do you guys think? Blue or red? Which door should we choose? Well, I see a lot of blue, so...
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. Stanley walked through the red door. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen?
Yes.
Well, don't let me stop you.
I wasn't
see,
gonna let you stop
There's
me.
nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be here in the first place. Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire story I had written out specifically for you?
Yes.
Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design, and you can give me some feedback. There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Go ahead, Stanley. Take it for a spin. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about your experience with this new version. Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. A 1? I mean, I can understand if you had reservations, you saw ways the game could be improved to more fully express itself mechanically and artistically, but a 1? That's not even helpful. What am I supposed to do with that? But I guess it isn't my place to judge. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one.
Did you?
Let's take a look.
How dare.
Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot.
Oh, I also forgot. Do you guys want a Bean Boozle or an olive for the sub store and the hype train?
You wouldn't mind taking a look
I'm
at it,
sorry,
would you?
guys. I forgot.
Perfect. Let me
Y'all
boot it
gotta
up.
remind me of stuff.
In this game, the baby crawls left towards danger. You click the button to move him back to the right, and if he reaches the fire, you fail. It's a very meaningful game, all about the desperation and tedium of endlessly confronting the demands of family life. I think the art world will really take notice. But of course, the message of the game only becomes clear once you've been playing it for about 4 hours. So why don't you give it 4 hours of play to make sure it's effective? Be sure to keep notes on your experience. You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter,
we
well, I don't know
got
what
Peach
to
or
do. I'm
Barf.
completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes. This seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot. Aha! Fascinating. What do you think this game is about, Stanley? What's our backstory? What is our motivation? Well, it seems obvious to me that you are meant to play as a creepy man spying on innocent civilians below you from up high in your creep tower.
Is this Fierce to
Perhaps for some
fathom?
sort of twisted erotic purpose. Yes, that must be it. What a fascinating venture into the experience of total mental depravity. So far, I love everything about this game, Stanley. And it seems there's even more. Come, let's venture outward and see what else is out there.
Fire? We get to let things catch on fire? High green portal. It is, what was it called? Something lookout. Ironbrook Lookout?
Oh, no. No, it can't be. It is. It's an open world game. Good God, quickly, block it off. Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. You really wandered off into that thing. That big, open, just wandering
I
around.
know, right?
No right or wrong directions. No path to follow. You can just go in any... Oh, thank heavens we avoided it. We're out of the woods now, Stanley. Okay, I'm going to get us out of here. Let's find another game. Preferably something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing.
Is this Rocket League?
See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you to run around in. There isn't any possibility that you could get lost here. Now this is game design. Stanley,
I've never played
if you
Rocket
manage to get
League.
lost in this game, I will be phenomenally impressed.
Hi, Fuzz. Welcome in.
Okay, so what exactly do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no
Thank you for
racetrack.
the resub
Okay,
and being
I'm seeing that
sub
there's
for
a ball of some
35
kind back here.
months.
Is this game sports ball? Stanley, I think it's sports ball. Oh, what fun. We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together? Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley, here's the ball. Have fun.
Wee.
Are you doing it? Are you winning? Is this fun? Is it better than my miserable... Hold on. What are you doing?
Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you. How will you write a story without me? You can't do it. You know that. Stanley, come back.
I did a thing, guys. And now I have no narrator. Look, guys, I beat him. I beat the narrator. Ow. Hi, cuz. Ow.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it, down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice, and if he's learned the heavy cost that comes with it.
Thank you for the care
He'll
package,
understand soon what I
BW.
was trying to tell him. He needs me. Someone who will wrap everything up at the end, to make sense out of the chaos and the fear and the confusion. That's who I am. That is what I mean to this world. Oh, yes. Yes, I'll be back. There's no other
Big
way.
stretch.
Once this ends, after it
And we
all
have-
comes to a close, then I'll be back.
About an
The end will
hour
be here
and
soon.
15 minutes left,
Very
guys.
soon. I
And an
can
hour
wait.
and 15 minutes left of the sub discount. Thank you for the eye color change, Basil. An hour and 15 minutes left for
All
the
of his
pickle.
co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go
Both
to the meeting room.
pickles.
Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
No more chicken? What do you mean? Did I
When
forget to
Stanley
turn the
came
chicken
to a
back
set of
on?
2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let me look. Oh yeah, that's right. I made it just a command, but right now, the throwing system is having where it is.
This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Cat, thank you so much for the 10 gifted subby subs. You don't have to do that. To Curious Eep Gothic Kitsune, Simply Falling, Cooper, Payer 8, Nomiel New Knight, Evie Dreamer, Wild Minotaur, Jerry Hatrix, and Flo Puff. Thank you, Cat, for the 10 gifted.
The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was
think
so
it's like
bad at following
pirate
directions,
kit.
it's incredible he
Okay, I want to
wasn't
go in the
5
red
years
door
ago.
now and see what happens.
Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone
Only
else can be
41
difficult,
left.
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side.
Red
Give me
door.
a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
Do you really want me to be
The problem is all
happy?
these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now. Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley? I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution.
I stopped.
Here, let me show you. What do we want? What are we looking for? Here. Yes. Oh, it's beautiful, isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with this place, Stanley, I think I feel happy. I actually feel happy.
At least the narrator is happy. Aw, it's so pretty. It's closing in on us. We are all doomed. We shall die and perish. I tried walking into the void. There's a wall here. I can't walk into the void. I already tried.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Bye.
Oh no. Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, no! Oh, thank God you lived. No, what are you doing, Stanley? Please, I'm asking you not to take this away from me. I can't go back to what I was before. If you die, we'll both go back. Why are you doing this?
Whee!
Stanley, let's go back to the other room. Can you do that? My God. Is this really how much you dislike my game? That you'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy. Am I reading the situation correctly?
Aw, I feel bad. Not really.
Or maybe you're just getting a kick out of it. I don't know anymore. I just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Am I getting a kick out of this?
A choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
I'm curious. Can I torment him and feel like I'm going back down? Nope. Back up we go. Toodaloo, Stanley Doo.
Is it over? It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
I'm going back in time.
How long was I sitting there? Stanley wondered to himself. Minutes? Days? Centuries? Did something crucial happen while my senses were turned? He made a note to be more careful with time from now on.
I'm actually kind of confused of what to do. Like, what now?
When
Don't
Stanley
pity the
came to a set
narrator.
of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
How many more endings
Yet
is
there was
there?
not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office. Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, we all know the elevator doesn't do anything.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. Stanley was in such a rush to get through the story as quickly as possible, he didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Exactly.
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy, so he relaxed for a few moments with some calming
That's the
new-age
problem,
music.
Rain. We love the narrator and hate at the same time.
Feeling soothed and rejuvenated, Stanley calmly walked forward into the opened passageway.
It is really a love-hate relationship. What happens if I push up? Oh, I can't. I see that there is an achievement to not play this for 10 years.
He felt a bit peculiar. It was a stirring of emotion in his chest, as though he felt more free to think for himself, to question the nature of his job. Why did he feel this now, when for years it had never occurred to him? This question would not go unanswered for long. Stanley walked straight ahead.
Oh,
through
good
the
night,
large door
Ruben. Let's
with
get some
red
text in
mind
chat for
control
Ruben,
facility.
guys. Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the
Probably
strength to find
after
out?
this end. That's what I was thinking. But then again, if the game came out originally back in
Now the monitors jumped to
2013,
life. Their
you
true
could easily
nature
have spent
revealed.
10 years
Each
in
bore
between
the
playing
number of
it.
an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images on a screen, and Stanley, one of them, eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it.
True.
His own life in someone else's control? Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the
I'm still
proof.
wondering if
The
there's a way
heart of
to
the
cancel
operation.
the
Controls labeled with emotions. Happy.
countdown
or sad,
here.
Or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this
You know what I
very
mean?
place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this machinery would never... Oh, Stanley, you didn't just activate the controls, did you? After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Yes.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go, turn the controls off, and leave. If you want to throw my
I see
story
5
off
is over
track,
there,
you're
1
gonna
and 2
have to
is
do
there.
much better than that.
Shane
I'm afraid
Dragonblade,
don't have
welcome
nearly the
in.
power
And
you
thank you,
think
thank
do.
you.
For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency
The crazy
detonation
part
system.
about
In the event
streaming
that
for
this
3
machine
years
activated
is
without proper DNA
the amount
identification,
of
nuclear detonators are set to
friends
explode,
that I've
eliminating
started
the
streaming
entire
with
complex.
or met
How long
back
until
when I was
detonation,
starting that
Let's say
aren't here anymore
2 minutes.
or don't get
now, this is
on.
making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start.
Crystal Rose, welcome in. Thank you so
You'd
much
like
for
to
the
know where
follow,
your
friend.
co-workers
Please
are.
feel free to
A moment of
lurk
solace
or
before
join
you're
in on
obliterated.
chat.
All
I'm
right,
trying to
good
figure
mood.
out
You're gonna die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I
5.
erased them.
5 is over
I turned
here.
off the machine. I
If
set
there's
you
a way
free.
to cancel this
Of course, that was
countdown.
merely in this instance of the
5
story.
is gone. Why is 5
Sometimes when I
gone?
tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside.
I
or
know,
let it
right,
burn to a
Dated?
crisp.
So many
I have to say
buttons.
this, though, this version of events has been rather
There's
amusing.
3.
Watching you try to make sense of everything and take back the control wrested away from you, it's quite rich. I almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up with on the next go-around will be even better. My goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know
wonder if
what?
there
To
is a
hell with
way.
it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't grow on trees. Oh dear me, what's the matter, Stanley? Is it that you have no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now? Or did you just assume when you saw that timer that something in this room was capable of turning it off? I mean, look at you.
I don't think there is.
Screen to screen, clicking on every little thing in this room. These numbered buttons, no, these colored ones. Or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything.
I don't think anything actually does anything.
Why would you think that, Stanley? That this video game can be beaten? Won? Solved? Do you have any idea what your purpose in this place is? Stanley, you're in for quite a disappointment. But here's a spoiler for you. That timer isn't a catalyst to keep the action moving along. It's just seconds ticking away to your death. You're only still playing instead of watching a cutscene because I want to watch you for every moment that you're powerless, to see you made humble. This is not a challenge, it's a tragedy. You wanted to control
You
this
just woke
world
up.
that
Good morning,
fine. But I'm going
Curious.
to destroy it first. So
Goodbye,
you
employee 427. Goodbye.
take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle. 30 seconds until a big boom and then nothing. No ending here, just you being blown to pieces. Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully? Another choice. Make it count, or don't. It's all the same to me, all a part of the joke. And believe me, I will be laughing at every second of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say, happily ever after.
Plop.